Good morning. It's Stitch Along Friday again. Gosh, I don't know how many I've done so far, but I bet you Lisa knows. We've been doing Stitch Along Friday for such a long time. I'm so amazed that, that Friday morning is sacrosanct for me. And everyone cooperates. All my friends know, and Richard knows, and the girls know. Everybody knows. I'm sorry, but I'm talking to my people on Stitch Along Friday. And there you are. So it's so wonderful to have you here again, as usual. I don't see anyone here just yet, but I know there will be in a few minutes. So first of all, I want to thank you so much for all of the nice emails and texts you've sent. There's been lots and lots of interesting responses from all of you regarding the gingerbread tree étui combined with the course, which was, how can I put it, which was, I think that the leaflet itself, I'm sorry, it's confusing to me, but it's the last day tomorrow, so I want you to know that. So far, I have not yet seen any response yet. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Oh dear, so something has happened, and I don't know what it might be. So I guess I'll just check and see on my Facebook group and see what's happening. I won't worry about it too much yet. It's 9:32 and there's no one here. That doesn't usually happen. So I'm going to check on Facebook. Oh, I am live. Thank you, Petra. Well, it doesn't show here that there's anybody here, and I don't seem to be live here. So I wonder if I can do any refreshing. So far, no. I'll try and refresh the whole page, which might just knock us off. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Any suggestions, Petra? Let me know what I can do. Because right now I am actually basically broadcasting. I'm talking to you, but I can't see your comments, unfortunately. So that makes it much less a conversation and much more a show, which is not easy to do, believe me. Anyway, I did want to say that that's the last day, I think is tomorrow, for this promotion where you can get a sale on the Gingerbread Tree étui leaflet as if you also register for the course. And the course is a finishing course, and it shows you how to finish not just the Gingerbread Tree étui thing, the tree, but it also gives you hints as to how you can finish other gingerbread products. In other words, the ones that are in the village. All those little houses and even the things, they're all finished about the same way. Oh, I've got a text here. Let's see if there's anything here. People are posting. This is good. And you are live. Yep, I got that, Lisa. Thank you. But I can't see anybody. So unfortunately, I could start over, but that means that I might lose some of you. So you can give me, I know, why don't you all decide whether I should start over or not? And if I should, I will. In other words, Petra and Lisa can let me know. Let's see. There are 11 viewers, says Petra. So I'm going to just double check here what she's saying. There are 11 viewers. Took a minute to find the stream this time. Go to the chat group on your phone. Yeah, okay, easier said than done. Just go there. I don't know how to reach the group nearly as well as people who are used to working on their phone. Okay, I'm going to try and see what I can do. There's the groups. Go to the group and see if I can find a stream. Check it out. It says check it out. I guess that's what I push on, right? Check it out. Hang tight while we pull from your original post. No, it just tells me what's to publish it or whatever. Do I just click on the... Oh, there I am. Okay, so I'll turn down the noise so that you don't hear this. And there's Mary Widowitz. Thank you, Petra. A good suggestion. Sorry. Didn't even think of it. Marty's here. Try refresh. If I refresh the whole page, Marty, I may just lose you, so I didn't want to do that. Good morning, Kathy. And Ellen Meldrum is here. Hello, good morning. And Anita Verheyen is there. Pat Henke, Don Granger, and 4 others, it says. I'm not sure who the others are. Yvonne Correa is here. And that's as much as I see. Thank you, Anita, for saying you're okay with a restart. I appreciate it. But it seems like my best bet is not to restart because everybody's already here. And it's not really a very long stream. In fact, I was thinking of not doing a stream this morning because I'm not feeling well this morning. And I know that this is probably my own doing, but I'm a little bit... I'm there, but I'm not all there. My brain isn't functioning as well as it should. And so I was thinking to myself, should I and shouldn't I? And I thought, well, I might as well because it's really easy. Facebook is good now. It'll be just fine. And of course it isn't. Not on my side anyway. Anyway, I did want to, first of all, say how wonderful it is to see all of the people in the group still posting their wonderful projects. I mean, I've seen Gabor's project, the quilt shop, amazing. I mean, he did such an excellent job. Lots and lots of stitching. I mean, a lot of stitching. And he seems to be someone who can do an awful lot of stitching. So if you're watching this, Gabor, well done. Good for you. Irina's beautiful heirloom Christmas tree only. She only did that and put it in a little frame. So cute. Joanna's haunted house, and I think Sherry Chavez haunted house as well, if I've got that right. Yes, and Marty's rainbow cottage. That's what I'm calling it. It's so cute. And Susan Polling's spooky treats. Wow. All of you have done an amazing job. And if you're watching this as a replay, take a lot of congratulations from me. Kudos. Pat yourself on the shoulder because you're on the back because you're great. Good morning, Karen Lark. Good to see you. Yvonne Correa. I don't know whether I've seen you here before. I think maybe once or twice. Not sure, but hello. Really nice to meet you, and I'm glad if you're back. Lynn McMolitor. Hello again. Good to see you. Nancy. Aw, I'm so glad you've come back and said something here. Thank you. I will do better. Thanks, Petra. It looks like the Victoria Sampler Company is congratulating me and saying it's okay. Marty says, thank you, Thea. You're welcome. I can't believe that little cottage. It's adorable. I have to keep my phone with me now to make sure that I don't miss any of your comments. I will see them, but probably a little later than usual. Usually I have a little screen here that shows me all the comments, and they're big enough so that I can see them. Unfortunately, that's not working, but that's okay. I mean, what can you do? You can't do everything right, and certainly Facebook doesn't. So those are the things that I noticed in the group this morning when I looked. I didn't even have time or energy to do any comments on the Facebook group like I usually do, but I'll try and do that a little later. So I talked about the Triatui deal. Remember, it's going to be gone by tomorrow evening, right, Petra, at the end of the evening, and maybe, oh, thank you, yeah. If you would put a link to the Triatui thing since you're here, I would really appreciate it because it's the end of that thing tomorrow, and I wanted everyone who is watching this to know that if they want to get a deal on the Gingerbread Triatui PDF, downloadable PDF, and the course, the finishing course, they really do work well together, and the course itself is awesome about finishing. Lisa, even back in 2010, I think it was Lisa, does an amazing job at finishing, and I just get to be the dumb person who's asking dumb questions, which is great because I don't know anything. I didn't know anything then about finishing. I know about finishing now a lot more, but I haven't done very much, so I'm not the one to talk to. And she's doing absolutely a really wonderful job on our very first finishing video that we ever did. And I think we did that for a class. Yvonne says, yes, I was here before. I was at a retreat in your house years ago. That's right. I remember you now. I'm so glad you said that. Thank you. I need a reminder. I do have, Yvonne, I do have a lot of people that I see. And since I only saw your name, it just seemed like very familiar to me. But it was a while ago, wasn't it? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for dropping in. Marty says, I've decided on how I'm going to finish the cottages, the stitch-along cottages that I've been giving away free at the end of December. She says, I'm going to be 007ing them till, okay. for a surprise. This is a technique from another designer. Okay, well, it's fine to have another technique, but really, if you call it 007ing, that doesn't mean anything to us. So we're looking forward to seeing what you're going to do rather than telling us what you're going to do, okay? We're looking forward to show us. Don't tell us, show us. We're really looking forward to that. I can hardly wait. And Petra says, yes, end of the day tomorrow. Thank you for putting the link up. Appreciate it. Tammy, hello, you're here. You say you're watching. It says here you're watching. And you're welcome, Lisa. And Joe says on the bottom of your video, there's a speech balloon. Try clicking on that, Thea. Do it. It might work. On the bottom of my video, there is a speech balloon. Now, I don't have the same, how can I put it? I don't have the same interface as you do. I have the interface that allows me to stream. So I don't see exactly what you say, so why don't you click on it and see I don't see a speech balloon at all, but thank you. I really appreciate it. Tammy says, I'm doing a little bit of Christmas decorating outside while it's warm at 50 degrees. 007 James Bond. Okay, I got that, but I don't know what kind of finishing that is. I mean, to keep it under wraps. Oh, okay. New term. Gotta be young to get those terms. Thank you, young people. You're great. I guess you don't have to be that young, but I'm that old, so I don't know those terms. Now I've got it. I'm really happy I got it, because the next time somebody 007s me, I'll go, yeah, okay, yeah. Thanks, you two. Karen says, I had a wonderful find yesterday. Looking through my stash, I found the Bling Tree accessory pack. You're kidding. That is so good. I totally forgot. I'm so happy for you, because those are impossible to find. Like they were really grabbed from all the different shops. I think that was the one that went the most. And Yvonne says, it was Christmas tree etui. You're kidding. We had a great time and met some wonderful ladies. Thank you. I need to get the project out and work on it again. Yes, and if you want, I think we gave you a disc, right? With the finishing and the stitching on it, right? We actually were making CDs then, weren't we, Lisa? Back in those days. Oh, that's great memory. Thank you, Yvonne. Really nice to read about that. Sheila says, good morning. Here I am at the airport waiting for a flight, enjoying your gathering. Aw. My partner came up here for a week and has just left 2 or 3 days ago. So I was at the airport too, and I actually like flying, because once you enter the airport, you're in another whole world. Like nothing urgent happens. In an airport, you just wait. It feels to me really safe and reassuring. The airport plane sometimes can be a bit bumpy, but I've gotten over those fears. But actually, that whole airport experience, where other people go, oh, it's so hard to wait. I'm going, yeah, but that's all you have to do. You don't have anything else. You have no dishes. You have to take care of kids. You don't have to drive anywhere. It's all being done for you. So to me, I like those airport times. So I'm glad you're checking in with us, Sheila. Very nice. Gracie says, morning, my good lady, here at work, trying to listen and take care of clients. I hope that they're not being shortchanged. Thank you, Gracie, for saying hello. Ah, lucky you, says Marty, exactly. Joe says, the speech balloon makes the comment section disappear and the video takes up the entire screen. Interesting. Okay, well, again, I don't have that on my interface, so I'll try it another time, though. When I'm not actually within a stream, that's when I can do tests like that. Lisa says, that's right, Thea. Yes, we were making DVDs with stitching and video finishing videos. That's right. Those were, we still have those videos on disc. I think we did maybe 5 or 6 classes like that. No, maybe more. I think I did quite a lot of DVDs, and we would produce them ourselves. We would put them in our computers and write them with our DVD writing program. Oh my goodness, we did so much by hand, and now all of those things are not necessary. We can stream our courses. We can do so much more technically than we could back in the day. And when I first started designing, I didn't have a computer at all. I was working with pen and ink, one of those architect pens. There's a name for it. They're beige and they have a very fine nib, and I was making symbols for my designs back then. I think that those symbols still appear in White Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. We used the old chart that I had hand drawn. We could maybe one day make it an actual digital chart, but when the program that gave us our digital chart making and diagram making appeared, we were thrilled, weren't we, Lisa? And we did all of that work then to try to figure out how to do that. It took us quite a while to master that program because we weren't really computer oriented in those days. So fond memories back in the day. Let's see who else. That's right. Anyway, so that's our story. Actually, reaches back to 1997. Lisa and I I hired Lisa on Richard Say So. He said, "No, you should ask her to come and work for us." I said, "But we can't afford that," as I always say. But he says, "Well, we can't afford not to," and that was true. We couldn't afford not to, and so Lisa came to work for us for very little, I may add, although at the time it seemed okay. I'm really glad that you're earning a lot more now, Lisa. But at the time, I remember her coming to our place and counting all of the leaflets and on all my threads. I think I had a lot of DMC threads at that time. And that was her job for at least a week or two in 1997. And I think it was in the middle of the summer that we started. Yeah. Sally says, working on gingerbread tree from a seminar you taught. Oh, you too. You're also working on the same seminar. So you also must have the DVD. Gosh, I'm going back in memory, so quite a bit. It's kind of fun. But I did also want to say that thanks to Petra's urging, and that is because she knew that so many of you really liked the idea of augmenting your printed version of some of our charts. And we have over 250 of my charts, never mind Kathy's, I think got 75 or something. And then there's still Linda's charts. And all of those charts are only PDFs now. So Petra suggested that we print or do a limited run of printed leaflets on 10 of our most popular Christmas leaflets. And so that's what we've done. They will be available as a printed leaflet this afternoon, and it is literally, they are a limited edition. We just could order a small amount of them, so don't be worried as far as buying them this afternoon is concerned. They'll probably start really going when we send out our newsletter, which may be this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But I wanted you to know, excuse me, but I wanted you to know ahead of time so that when your newsletter comes in, then into your inbox, then by all means, if you're wanting one of them, I'll tell you which ones they are. There's the bling tree pattern. The original bling tree pattern will be printed, available as a printed leaflet. The Christmas Village. Here, let me just show you which ones they are, because I still have the old ones. I still have the original ones. This is the bling tree one. And that's going to be available like this. It will look like this, only it will be a little bit updated because some of the advertisement on the back for accessory packs will be removed because we don't have those anymore. Let's see, what else do we have? We have, that's the bling tree. We have the Christmas Village, which is right here. I have them all in front of me, but they're kind of in different spots. So the Christmas Village sampler will be a printed sampler, and I think, yeah, it's over here. I'll show it to you next week for sure, but it's on the wall behind me. It's hard to get off. Then we have the Gingerbread Hollow, and I think that is going to be a big and quick seller, so don't forget to get this one if you're looking for the printed leaflet, because of course they're also still available as a PDF. But this is the cutest little Gingerbread Hollow. And I got the frame from Mill Hill. So I think you can still order this frame. It has gingerbread men at the bottom. I hope you can, but if not, they have other frames that look adorable as well. And they fit exactly. If you stitch the Gingerbread Hollow, I think it has to be stitched on 32 count though. Isn't that right, Lisa? I think that's what it is. Let's see. I'm just going to look it up. Let's see. Yes, 32 count. That's what I stitched this on, so it would fit. Okay, so make sure you don't get a 28 count. It's actually one of the very few leaflets or designs that I did on 32. Even though I can stitch on 32, we did everything on 28 just to make it a little bit easier for people and their eyesight. So anyway, so this is the cute little guy that is the gingerbread hollow. Looks adorable and really fun to stitch, and I bet you can stitch this before Christmas to give as a gift. Okay, so that one will be a printed pattern. And don't forget, you can buy these printed patterns and give them to your stitching friends. They will love them as much as you will. And then there will be the winter cottage pattern, which is here. You can see it here, and I'm going to show you the actual winter cottage because I brought it down from the wall. I think I showed it to you last week already, but here it is again. Winter cottage is adorable, and all of these first ones are mainly cross stitch. So those of you who are really fine with cross stitch and you don't want to have to think about hardhanger and counting and cutting, you just want a quick stitch before Christmas. Those are the first ones that I can show you is winter cottage, gingerbread tree, and even the Christmas village. Even though it's big, it's mainly cross stitch. There aren't very many specialty stitch in it. I think it's just the snowflakes, and they're just long stitches. And the bling tree is also extremely cross stitchy. Like basically it's a cross stitch tree with a lot of bling on it. And you can create your own bling from your stash of buttons and beads, or you can buy some at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or some of your hobby stores in where you live. If you're living in the UK or Australia, you must have hobby stores or craft stores where you can find lots of things, sequins, beads, charms, more beads. I used a lot of beads and sequins, and I'm sure that you're going to have a lot of fun decorating your own tree the way you would like to decorate it. And these are all printed patterns. And then I'm just going to go down the list now because I don't have any of the other models with me. Let's see, I have Christmas Village. We did that one, and we did that one. Jingle Bells is going to be printed. Jingle Bells Christmas Tree Farm. And the Carol Singer Sampler will be printed. Christmas Day will be printed. I think it's behind me here. Let's see if you can see it. There's the bottom of it. It does have hardhanger at the bottom, but you don't have to do it. Remember, you don't have to stitch it the same way as I design it, so don't worry if you don't want to do hardhanger. Then there's the Heirloom Nativity, the Gingerbread Stitching House, and the Gingerbread Tree will both be also available as printed leaflets. And I think we mentioned that last week as well. Let's see what you guys are all saying. Okay. Hurrah, I've been looking for the printed bling tree for over 6 months. There you go. You'll be ready to buy as soon as you can. And look at, Petra has put links to some of these leaflets, which is great. The printed part is not available just yet, not until we get our shipping arranged. I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen yet, but we're going to make the shipping as low as we can. Unfortunately, we can't eliminate it completely, but we'll make it as low as we can. Aw, Yvonne says hello to Sally. Yeah, because you met each other. Let's see what else. There is all the links. Thank you so much. I'm so glad, Marty. And Karen says, very cute. It really is. That gingerbread hollow is just adorable. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you. I see it on my phone that you're watching, so otherwise you haven't said anything yet, but I did want to say hello. And Sheila says, Thea, can you say again where you got the frame for the gingerbread? And I think Lynn just answered you, Mill Hill. So it's a company that also sells beads. They're called the Mill Hill beads. You can buy them in little packages at needlecraft stores. So if you have a needlecraft store or a needlework store, it's online or not, then perhaps you can ask them, or you can just Google Mill Hill and see under their search thing for frames, okay, and see whether or not they still have that particular one. That one with the little gingerbread men is adorable. Yeah, you should be able to. Oh, Lisa just answered the whole thing. Thank you. Sheila says, thanks, Lynn. Thanks, everyone. And there are all of the other links to all of the other leaflets that I mentioned. And Dorothy says, she stitched and gave Gingerbread Hollow to my granddaughter last year. She loves it. Did she? Aw. I love knowing that my designs are sprinkled all over the world. It's so gratifying to me. So thanks for letting me know. Thank you, Petra, for putting all those links up. I know that there was a lot of links there. We didn't expect to do that, but at least you have them. And the other thing is that those links, of course, are not necessary. You can go to our website and search for any of the ones that you're looking for. All of the ones that I mentioned will be in my newsletter as soon as we figured out all the shipping so that everyone is going to be happy. I will put them in my newsletter so that you'll know where to go on our website to find them all. Okay, they're all on one page. Petra's made a huge page with, well, not a huge page, but a very nice display of all of them together. And it will allow you to click on any one of them and put them in your cart on our website. So not a problem. There will be lots and lots of people looking for these because they are printed. There aren't very many available anymore. So it's a good thing. I always like to let you guys know ahead of time to know what's going on. And this was a big push that we did. We just heard from the from the delivery people that they're on their way. And so they're going to be shipped out as soon as you order after you get the notification in my leaflet, my newsletter. You will not be able to see them until my newsletter is out because they will not be marked live. Tomorrow is plenty of time for you to find them. So I would look for them in the morning tomorrow. Anyway, so that's the upshot of my big news. I mean, I've got it here as big news for sure because we don't usually print things. And we decided that we were going to do this for Christmas for those of you who are collectors of these leaflets. And I'm really hoping that you can complete your collection with some of the more favorite ones that people want. And you can give away to your stitchy friends. I wish that this hadn't been a complete, total commercial. I wish I could have chit-chatted with you a little more, but it's getting near the end already, and I just don't seem to ever have time in a half an hour to do either, personal or business stuff. And I think next week will be a lot easier because I'll show you just a few of the printed models, and we'll have that thing all going. Right now, we're still kind of putting things together here on this end, so I don't have an awful lot else. My visit with my partner Richard was awesome. I'm so happy he came here. Remember, he and I are separately living our lives. We talk every day, but he's living in Mazatlan doing business there, and I'm up here not doing nearly very much business as he is, but still doing a little bit here and there, and being the financial part in Canada of our combined union. And from our point of view, it's been a lot of business talk on Zoom, but now we had a chance to do some really in-person talking and connecting and hugging, and it was just so lovely. I honestly don't want to be apart from him for longer than 3 or 4 months at a time now. That 9 months or 10 months went way too slowly for me to have enjoyed it. So I'm going back down there in February. I've just made a plane reservation. Now I'm going down for my birthday in February. So I'm really looking forward to going down there when it's cooler, because February is supposed to be wonderful weather. Instead of 35 to 40, it'll probably be 28 or so and not nearly as humid. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's a little personal touch, let you know what's happening. Let me see if there's anyone else that are commenting. Hello, Gail Stetler. Good to see you. Do you have any idea when Bling Tree 2 might be released? I'm pretty sure that it won't be released for at least another 2 weeks. So there, that's all I can tell you. At least not more than 2 weeks. So you have a chance to get these printed things that I've just shown you. You have a chance to get the printed Bling Tree, for instance, and I would suggest that you grab it before it runs out. So that's my advice to you, Marty. You can do whatever you like. We're trying to make shipping not expensive, so keep that in mind. Have a look, see if you want to get it, and we'll see if you can. Yvonne says, glad he makes you so happy. How did you meet? Oh, Yvonne, we met in 1997. We were both on the ferry going to Vancouver at the same time. He had been in Victoria doing some business, and he was on the ferry, and I had already determined how I was going to get to the lunchroom first, because, that's what you do on the ferry. You have a little whatever, lunch, breakfast, or whatever, and it was lunchtime. So I was determined to get into the lineup first, because they can be really long and you can stand there waiting forever. So I was there first, and he came probably 2 seconds after I had established myself as first in line. And he said really loudly, coming in the door across the whole cafeteria, he said, but I'm always first. So we met. And he said, would you like to go and have a lunch together? So I said, sure. And that's how we met. And in fact, we were on the same bus going into Vancouver, which was really odd. So we chatted, and anyway, so that's our meeting. Thank you for letting me recount it. It's very cute. Angel card, please. I've got it right in front of me, Ellen. Honestly. Let's see now. Take more time to center yourself. Okay. Keep that in mind today, Thea. And I'm saying that to myself. Maybe you are saying that to yourselves. Take more time to center yourself. And I think what that means, it doesn't mean you have to meditate and stuff, but you do have to pull back from the public you. There's a way that you can go within and remember and remind yourself that you are this person, and you're not just your outward speaking person, the one that makes everybody happy or not happy, or you're fighting about something. That's all your outward persona, your ego, as you can call it. But if you go within, there is a silent person inside. Some people feel it as an intuition, and some people just think of it as nobody sees this person. Nobody sees the real me, and that's possibly true, but you do. And so I think of centering, doing that, is looking inside and finding my personal me. And that personal me is always, a little more afraid, a little bit more powerful, a little bit more creative than I would imagine myself on the outside. So have a look inside. You might be surprised at who you see there. Anyway, that is the card for the day. I'm going to have to see if anybody likes it. Oh, look it. Thanks, Gail. Love it. Oh, great card. Thank you. Yes, and I am sorry that I couldn't see your comments, but thanks to Petra, I was able to keep up with them. I really appreciate your help, Petra. Thank you, Lisa, for being there, and we'll have a little talk afterwards, the three of us. We'll Zoom together and just get this whole printed matter thing out of the way, and so that it's all ready to go in the newsletter. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. Wonderful day, and I think next week will be your Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken, so if it is, I'll still see you on Friday morning at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, and I wish you all the best this weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye.